Alright, we should be live. So, I'll be honest. Um, I am incredibly low on magic right now. Like, so if you haven't seen my deck building stream with Terra, which we're still in the card selection process, so I'm not posting the VODs to YouTube, but it is, my most recent one as of this morning, so I think it's like number 7 for deck building with Terra card selection. Um, so I think I'm at the lowest valley I've ever been on Magic since I started playing it right now. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking best of 3. I'm thinking I'm really burnt out on Magic right now, so we're gonna do a little best of 3, so that way it takes some time and we don't just get rolled. Yeah, between this set not being as much fun for me to draft or watch even, the pre-release for this one literally not firing. Like, I went to what were supposed to be 3 events, and me and my brother were the only people that showed up at a place that, pre-pandemic used to be at capacity, and then even after that used to have, like, enough people to do an event pretty consistently, and now there's nothing. Also, the boxes being as expensive as Final Fantasy, like, just, and selling at that price too, but the value of the packs, like the cards opened, like I got 2 boxes because I was not getting a 3rd box of this set at $150, and I'm really glad I didn't, because I'm looking at the prices on the set a week after it's been out now, and it is tanked so hard secondary market-wise that the 2 most expensive cards in the set are from the bonus sheet of land reprints. Like, I would have done better off opening cards I already own 4 of from over 25 years ago than opening a new card from the new set that I bought because I collect cards and I want every card from each new set. And when you consider that the price is jacked up like $40 from what a 30 count box has been for the past however long they've been doing it, 2.5 years now. Because it used to cost me like 110 for a box for like Dragonstorm of Tarkir, and now I'm spending 150 almost on, like, I think it was 135, 104. It was 145 with tax, I believe. Something like that. Because it had sold out from all the pre-sale prices, which were still at like 140 a box, by the way, too. So it still would have spent the same amount if I had pre-ordered the boxes. I just had to find somebody who had decent feedback who still had boxes to buy a week before the set came out. And I couldn't have opened $150 worth of cards if I had actually opened, like, for new cards, I could not have opened $150 worth of product if all of my mythics had been Tezzeret. Unless I got a 5th mythic out of the pack. This one is, when you cast an artifact spell, you get a drone. Not bad. There's also the one when you double spell, you draw a card. That one's really strong. There's Codecracker Hound over here. Honestly, I feel like it's one of these 3. The rest of the cards are fine. Well, there are fine cards among the rest of them. Do I want to take a blue-red card this early? Do I want to take, like, the Lightsmith and just try and draft a good card advantage deck? I think I should take the Lightsmith, honestly. But yeah, no, there's, like, no value in this set. This is, like, Dragon's Maze bad. Like, I think that's the last time there was a set that was just this unpleasant in like every conceivable way. I'm not even having a ton of fun drafting it. I had a few decks in like week 1 in between the pre-release and the release of the set that were okay, and towards the end of that it was starting to feel kind of bogged down, and I'm not having a lot of fun watching other streamers play the set. Like, it's depressing. It's very depressing. Because I've been playing Magic for over 30 years at this point. I started a year after the game came out, and I've been with the game this whole time. I took like a year and change off between Mirrodin and, like, between the release of, right before the release of Darksteel and the, like, I started playing again during Kamigawa block, like around Betrayers, and then really got back into Magic by Ravnica, and by Time Spiral I was going back to events. So yeah, I took like a year and change off of Magic, more or less. And then started getting back into it. And that was the last time where Magic just wasn't super fun for me and I needed to step away from it. But I cannot imagine stepping away from Magic and coming back to it now, because Magic is insanely expensive, and if I step away for a year, like, if I had stepped away this year, that's 6 sets, including one of the most expensive sets ever, both in price to buy and value for a standard release set in Final Fantasy, and that's not knowing what Spider-Man and Avatar are going to do later on this year. Like, I could not afford to come back to Magic. It would kill me to come back to it after taking that much time off of it. So, if I ever step away from Magic again, I kind of just have to quit. And I hate that idea, but I also kind of hate Magic right now, and that's bad, because earlier this year was the most happy I'd been with Magic in over a year. That was when Dragonstorm of Tarkir came out. Like, we actually had a decent showing for the first time in a long time for the pre-release. And, like, I reconnected with a bunch of people I used to play with, and it felt really good, and the set was one of those type of things that I personally love to draft. I love any format where there is a good 5-color nonsense deck in the format where you can just basically pick whatever cards you want and some fixing and you can make it work. I love that. I love when Magic formats have a deck like that somewhere in them. Or at least where you can splash like a third color consistent. Splashing a third color consistently is technically all I need, but we went above and beyond and actually made a set where splashing 5 colors was not only a thing you could do, it was one of the best things you could do. So, I had a ton of fun with that set, and the Final Fantasy set, despite being a Universes Beyond, was from a purely, like, rules text and value of cards, was a very fun set. Like, I did have a lot of fun playing Final Fantasy. We played a ton of it. I enjoyed it. This set, I'm already starting to feel drained. Like, I'm not even having fun watching. It's that bad. And I'm losing like I did back during Midnight Hunt on Arena. And Midnight Hunt is like the worst set in the entire history of Arena as far as me getting wins goes. Like, that set was miserable for me to try and do anything in. So having a win rate that's comparable to that set is as abysmal as it gets. I am not a happy camper with Magic right now. That's why we're doing a best of 3 draft, because we're gonna take a little bit of a break from the more competitive best of 1, and we're gonna just try and have some fun playing Magic. We're gonna look for some good cards and some fun stuff, and we're gonna play things and win games, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna make me feel less awful about Magic in general. How many of you guys are artifacts so far? 3. The dog, the food, and the insect. Alright, well, this will be 4. It's not terrible. Ah, it's Famished Godsire. Hi, Famished Godsire, how are you? Cheap card draw. Yeah, no, I've felt worse than I have in a long time about playing Magic, so. And it hurts because I do love this game. Like, I would not still be playing it. If I did not love this game, I would have quit long before I got a chance to see how miserable this set would make me. Like, I would have missed out on Final Fantasy and Dragonstorm of Tarkir because I would have quit a while back. This is one of those, I don't like where the game is at, but I love the game. And there's a thing, like, I've worked in a lot of, like, delivery service and, like, customer, like, food prep and food service industry. That's the technical term. These places. And the one thing I've noticed when things are bad is that nobody complains to you if they're actually never coming back. Normally. Like, it's going to be this bad again. That's why people tend to complain about things and do things like, oh, I'm never coming back here and everything, and get, like, so worked up about it. Not just because they had a bad experience, but because their bad experience means that they can't feel good about coming back here next time, and they want to. Like, if there are people that do show up more than once, if this isn't their first time here and they're like, oh, I'm never coming back here, and just storm out, then yeah, maybe. But a lot of times the people that say they're never coming back are saying it because they want to be able to come back, and you make them feel like that's them being stupid for wanting to do that. Like they got conned this time and they'd be foolish to come back, and they don't want to feel that way. They want to feel like they can come back to your place of business and they're going to get the service that they used to and that they've come to expect from you. So a lot of times when people say that, especially, like, I've always been in, like, the cheaper end of meal service, like, you can definitely freak out over somebody when you have, like, you know, a $200 or $300 bill for your family to eat dinner, and it was a terrible experience, or something went horribly wrong. Actually, no, I think I'll take the Seam Rip for sideboard purposes. I was debating which one I wanted to take for sideboard purposes, between that and the more expensive one that can kill any problematic permanent. But so a lot of people complain not just because they had a bad experience, but because that bad experience is hurting them with wanting to come back to you, because they used to be able to come to you and enjoy your thing and know what they were getting, and now they're not 100% sure on that anymore. So a lot of times when people really loudly complain about things because of something like that, they actually want to be able to come back and enjoy your food again. And the experience makes them feel like that would be a terrible idea, but, you know, it's also where they come for, like, cheap food that is good enough for what they're looking for. Wow, this pack. So, I complain about Magic in the same way. It's not that I want to quit Magic, it's that I want Magic to not make me feel like I'm being stupid for not quitting it. Like, I want to feel like my time and money are, you know, at least reasonably spent. Not even always well spent, but, you know, like, I'm not dumb to keep playing Magic with how it's treating me. I don't want to feel like I'm being taken advantage of for my love of the game for what it used to be. And there are times when I'm playing this game where it feels like that. Like, Wow, that is 2 of those in pack 3. But at least we get a grav kill, so there's that. But yeah, I don't like feeling like I feel like I got cheated buying those boxes. Like, I really do. I feel like somebody sold me, like $25 worth of crap for, over $100. And it feels awful. Like, it has been a long time since I've had a Magic experience like that. I was actually talking about it earlier. It was actually, I think it's M15 or M14 was the first Bolus themed core set where they just reprinted Nicol Bolas Planeswalker, like his original card from his original Planeswalker card from Shards of Alara block. And I bought a box, like I bought my normal boxes for that set, and one of my boxes had one copy of Nicol Bolas and one other bulk mythic as the only 2 mythics in a box. Back when it was 36 packs and you tended to get, on average, 4 mythics per box. 3 if the box was really bad, 5 if you got really lucky. And I got 2. And I was mad. And this was back when you would reasonably send a letter. Like, I still sent an email, but, I actually emailed the company. I was like, hey, I got a box that only had 2 mythics. Like, this is unacceptable. And they were like, in the most politest way possible for customer service reps, sucks to be you. And that made me very angry for quite a while. I'm still a little bit mad about that one. They're like, it's random. We can't help collation. It's like, yeah, but you sold me this box with the like, if I had gotten 4 bad mythics, sure. If I had gotten 3 bad mythics, yes, but I'm still angry, but I'm not, writing to Wizards about it. I got 2 mythics, and they were bad on top of that. If I had gotten 2 mythics and they were great, I would still be writing to you to tell you to fix your collation, because this is still terrible. Like, this is actually genuinely awful. So, I have not felt this bad about buying product since then. Like, even with the higher prices on the things, like at least the Final Fantasy boxes, I opened good stuff. I was missing like Cloud out of the set after buying like 3 boxes of the set because they increased. Actually, is it because they increased the number of rares and mythics in the set? Is why I bought the 3rd one. Because I was genuinely concerned that I was going to have to buy, and I did have to buy like actual playsets of uncommons because I got 1 or fewer of some of the uncommons in 3 boxes, plus the pre-release kits, plus the prize pack. So effectively, like 4 boxes and change. I was missing entire uncommons, like all of them, or only had 1 singular copy between all of those things. So, in order to fill out the set, and because a lot of the cards were super expensive, I didn't actually mind buying the 3rd box as much as I normally would. I used to buy 3 boxes all the time, and then prices kept going up, and now it's just like, it's not worth it to buy 3 boxes. I bought like 2 of Aether Drift and like 2 of Dustmourne and whatnot, and I think Bloomburrow was the last time I bought 3, question mark. I've mostly been buying 2 and then finishing off the set afterwards, but this is the first time where I bought 2 boxes. I'm like, I wish I didn't buy those boxes. I wish I had bought the entire set online. Because it would have been about the same amount of money, and I wouldn't feel so cheated. So yeah, I'm not having the best time with Magic right now. I'm feeling pretty low, honestly, on the entire game. So, if in the coming weeks, I seem really down and not as enthusiastic about the game as I normally do, I'm sorry. I literally do not have it in me right now. I actually feel very, very down on Magic. This is, like I said, I think this is the lowest I've ever been on Magic as a whole. Yeah, I didn't really get... Like, I got one of these guys, but none of the 2 mana 1/1 make a 1/1s or anything, so I think the 4 mana 2/2 base is a bit much. Warp stuff. Maybe still a Decode Transmission. I do still have Hymn of the Faller and 2 Lightsmiths, so I don't need Decode Transmissions also. Then it's, do I get rid of one of the auxiliary boosters? Do I just get rid of the Beckoner? Beckoner is good for helping set up the cast 2 draw card, though, so... Like, yeah, it's like 7 mana before I'm going to double spell off of the main body, but it's only 4 mana to double spell off of the warp body, so... The auxiliary booster then. I want to cut the Luminary because it's, you know, potentially a 2-drop. Help me double spell. So yeah, just 1 booster then. I do like auxiliary boosters, and I have some stuff that works with them. So the second one's not terrible, but hey, let's give it a shot. What do I have for sideboard? Like, what are my main sideboard options that I have? I have, like, a Seam Rip if things are super cheap on the opponent's side, if they're really aggressive. I do have the second booster if I think I need it. If they're mostly all in on, like, 1 or 2 big creatures, but they're probably still going to have some little ramp dudes anyway, so that's probably not going to be much of a thing. Okay. The game gets super grindy, I can bring this in, but 7 mana draw 2 seems bad. I think I'm just bringing this one in if I suddenly need to grind out a game. Maybe the companion comes in. Alright. Let's give it a shot. But yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know on the actual playing Magic section, I am super down on Magic. I've been ranting about this since, like, yesterday afternoon, when I finished opening my boxes and did my Baldur's Gate 3 solo playthrough stream. And then I was ranting this morning. Like, I actually pulled up the list of the set and then organized it by price alongside the what's their names, the stellar sites or whatever, just so that I could show everybody. It's like, no, see, the 2 most expensive cards in this set and the 4th most expensive card in this set are all reprints from the land cycle. Alright, this is an opponent where I might want the 1 mana, kill something with casting cost 2 or less. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. Alright, well, I don't super need this guy, and I need to save myself the massive amount of damage that I'm about to take. They are starting to run out of cards, though, so that's not all bad. I will submit 0. But yeah, I'm just pretty down on Magic right now, so if I do fewer drafts of this set, or if I run out of drafts to post on Arena, on YouTube, it's because I'm just not having as much fun with the set as I used to. I was gonna say I'm definitely blocking your 1/1 there if it comes in. Alright, let's get this pain train rolling. Oh, opponent, now what are you gonna do? Because now I can attack with the 4/4 lifelink. Like, your 2/2 Death Touch was actually holding off my 4/4 lifelink dude. Huh? I think I just pulled up the grav kill here. Three, four, five, six. Yeah, I think I just take it for right now. See if they do anything else. Nothing else? Alright, fine. We'll dial your 3/3 then. Yeah, I can probably just turn at this point. Oh, right, I also make a 2/2 because I actually warped something. I forgot he had other decks. Like, I have played with this thing before, and that has not come up yet. Let's take a quick glance at the battlefield. They do have a lot of cheap creatures, so I'm gonna bring that in and take something else out. Do I think it's the least impressive? It could actually be one of the Void Beetle or Virus Beetles. Because it doesn't trade for a lot of their things and they empty their hand fairly quickly. Oh, this hand sucks. Not sure what that was all about, but they've decided they hated their hand, even though I also mulliganed. So, okay. I ain't gonna argue. I've been getting run ragged by this set since, like, basically since the beginning, but I had a couple of bright spots, and then those did not manifest ever again, so I will be on the play, thank you for asking. And I will keep this. I think there's a 1-mana haste creature in the format, but just in case. Let's go ahead and warp this guy in. 1/1. Give them time to spend their cards before I run out Virus Beetle. And yeah, since I don't have any other plays, we'll run it out. There is some temptation, though, to just try and go to 4, that thing. Okay, and they can crack it immediately and deal me 2 damage, so... Right, they can also crack it at the end of turn and 2 damage. Also viable. Let's get her online. Not doing anything else this turn, so I take the 2 damage from the specialist. Another forest, or their 3rd color. Pending. I'm assuming since they discarded a forest that it's either their third color because they have another forest in hand, or... okay. It's their third color because they don't actually need a bunch of forests. Does indeed hurt. That's also not great. But that lander can attack. It can, however, crew their thing. Yep, nope, that was good. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this down. Hit them for 2 while I can. I can pull back my creature with the Fell Grav Ship, though, so it's not like this is... that's really bad when they already have the Biotech Specialist. That's actually real bad for me. I'm going to need to be able to kill their spaceship soon. Because they're not going to get the stupid 1-3 into combat, so... it's just going to be a constant drain on my life total. It's a flyer, so it's not like the 3/2's in its way. They can attack me for 4 this turn. Or they can attack me for 2 and then hit me for 2 and crack the other land. Wait, did they pick the lander that has summoning sickness? Okay. I mean, there's no way they block here, right? Kill their 4/4 flying vigilance creature that they didn't attack me with last turn for reasons. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought it was going to be. Alright. Alright, let's get another one of these down then. Yep, 2 damage. I go, yeah, no, this is going to get real out of hand real fast for me. Yeah, they're casting 6 drops and I'm stuck on 4 mana and they just killed my guy. Yeah, no. Yeah, this feels like a loss. Oh, I should probably jump block the 5/5 before I die. But yeah, now they don't even have to block with their better 4/4. They can just block with the worst 4/4 and things are still going to go horribly for me. Just have 10 points of flying damage plus... yeah, no. I literally cannot win this game. Alright. See if they just take 3. Them just taking 3 is actually the worst one possible for me. So... fail 1, draw a card, lose a life. I can run out this thing and buy back my guy and it still doesn't help. Yeah, none of my options are good. Alright, really glad I milled though, because all of those sucked. Take back one of them. This thing needs 8 eventually to get online. Tap that. Pass the turn. I'm gonna need to kill one of their things in order to not be dead in the air, and I'm going to need to chump block their guy on the ground. Oh, they can get a thing to put a 1/1 counter on, so I can't even kill the 6/6 here. Alright. So we have to kill this first. And then I am still taking 6, and they crack both lander tokens, and I still die. Okay. Oh, they missed some other damage before, so maybe they don't see it. Nope, they saw it. Okay. Just making sure. Like, they said good game, but they could have been thinking that I was dead next turn and been oversimplifying things, that I was just gonna die right there. Alright, Do I want one of these? They have a lot of powerful top-end stuff. But the problem is their most annoying things are going to get in underneath this because I can't trigger Void early. And they did have enough bodies where this thing wasn't going to do anything to them, so running it back and being sad, yeah. Yeah, that seems like where we're at. Their deck seems like what has been my experience in this format, where I think I have a decent deck, and then I see what they're doing. It's like, yeah, I was not going to win this game. Like, ever. We could play this game out 100 times, and I'm going to win like 5 of them. Maybe. Because of Mana Screw and Flood. Alright, I'm going for the high upside of running this one out first instead of... I guess it's the same deal, because I wouldn't be able to sacrifice before my draw step anyway. To try and scry, so... Yeah, let's Virus Beetle them and hope to draw land. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short game, too. Oh, so, you're the kind of person that good games when you're winning before the game is done, so... I'm just going to mute you now. Well, that sucks. Guess I'll die. I can't even... I kind of want to just keep my thing alive, like, not sacrifice Virus Beetle and just try and find the third land naturally, but... Oh, they left the card on top. No. We'll just draw naturally, hit my land, and everything will be great. That back up. You know what? I will offer the trade because we already know the card on top is good. So if they trade with my guy here, which they might, because they think he's better than their guy, then they're not getting the extra scry value out of him anymore. Okay, that's mildly annoying. Also, no double black, but, you know, we'll figure that out later. Meantime, here's a 3-3. Also, they left the card on top again. Well, at least I can kill that idiot this time. Although they don't currently have any of their combos with him, so might not even need to. Yeah. I'm not going to double spell anytime soon missing land drops, so it's better to trade off and preserve life total here. Ah yes, more plains. Perfect. Even though I have more swamps than plains, and multiple double black spells not only in my deck, but in my hand, more plains. Well, that's gotta die. Again, life total. Preservation. Oh good, another swamp. They're just gonna grav kill the flyer before they can make another 6/6 play. Yeah, like this, where they just get a land and get to hit me for 6. Hey. Yeah, I kind of need stuff I can actually play here. No. No, just more land. Okay. Well, this was fun. Guess I'll die. Because I'm going to 10 next turn. I have no bodies to work with. Like, I couldn't even find another cheap artifact for this thing. Hey, well, I guess I run it out now because... You know, what else am I gonna do? I can't even run it and Sothera out on the same turn to try and kill one of their things when they kill my guy. Because now if they punch my guy, yep, I just take more damage and don't get to kill anything. So now I'm at 5. Perfect. Terrific. So, after not being able to find a land for forever, I flooded out. Hey, Saber, are you having fun with the new set? No. And I haven't watched anybody who is, either. Like, I have... Every time I turn on somebody, especially Kenji, like, Kenji has not been doing well this set as far as I can tell, so... I feel like when I turn him on, he's just... He's worse than I am, maybe. I think he might be going back to playing Pokemon soon, until the new set comes out. Like, Spider-Man. I don't need much for this hand to be good. I get 2 draw steps. Oh, one of them was a massive failure. Let's hope the next one's better. Like, literally 5-drop. One of the worst things in my deck doesn't even have, Warp to help me out. Alright. Lanes off the top would be just A+. 4-drop would be an F. Alright, F's in chat. Pay respects to my failed attempt to draft. Okay, game. I mean, I can still win this. There's no pressure on the board, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get very quickly overrun once they start doing stuff. Like, say, playing a 5-5. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! It's that thing I needed literally forever ago that's not good enough anymore. Like, I can't even combine this with my 1-1 to kill their 5-5. That's how bad this is right now. Alright. Alright, fine. Maybe I'll draw a land and run out Sothera, and then they can't just kill my 2-2 here, but... Oh, that's the sledge. Okay. I'm like... Wait, what even is this thing? Fortunately, this is no longer saving me. I'm gonna say even if I hit a land here... You have my end step if a player has no things. Alright. I cast the Super Void. Pass turn. Now my guy dying kills one of their guys, so maybe they slow down a little bit, or maybe they just make a 2-2 robot that they don't care about. And it's on me to keep producing stuff, but... They are down to 2 cards in hand, so... My stuff dying actually becomes a bit of pressure for them. If I can top deck a land, which is asking the world right now. Alright, since I'm assuming they're sacrificing this one anyway, I will preserve the life total here. Take 2-2. I really want an untapped land here. So of course I didn't get one, because that would be silly. Oh, now I need a land so I can get a flyer. That's not a flyer. It's not a flyer at all. Only cares when my stuff dies, right? The creature you control dies, each opponent exiles. Yep. So, I'm just missing land drops for forever. Alright. Fine, whatever. I hate that it takes literally both of these to kill that stupid thing, but... be worse, I guess? Somehow, it could be worse. Yeah? Don't want to start trading your guys for my guys just yet? Draw some cards? Yeah. Land. Lander. So there's that. Oh. Alright, they drew really poorly. Let me complain about how bad my draw is and then have them concede because theirs is somehow worse. They have nothing but land. I'm desperately scrapping for land, so trying to find them wherever I can. Alright, let's run it back. So Thera is really good against big dumb green things that can't trample, or that aren't trampling enough. So... oh hey, found my lands! Alright. Okay, game, that's enough. You can stop now. That's literally enough lands. Gain 2 life, fine. No more land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands, 2 spells. Is there a sledge thing? Are you shitting me? Go to hell, game. Alright. Thank you, Felgrave ship. That... I think you just saved my life. I think you literally just saved my life. Put 4 counters on your ship. That needs 7 in order to be an obnoxious thing. Seems like the correct play here. Yep. Alright, well, clearly I need the lander token. Because... alright, discard one of those cool cards from your hand. That's terrifying. I will actually trade with the ground guy here. My 2 guys. They don't want to just crew their thing instead. Yep. Again, nothing? Cool. Oh, that's not the Super Void. It's 4 out of 8. Draw anything. Okay. Hope they don't have anything else because they discarded the one thing that could save their guy. Lander. Back this one. there's no land left in my deck already. Oh, hey, there's the Super Void. Though I am one short of actually buffing him, so... Alright. Well, I'm about to die. Right before I could do anything. Ah, cool. And they can sack the Atomizer on top of that, and it forces a chump block. Alright. I can just hit me for 5 in the air and not attack on the ground, I guess, but... that almost seems silly at this point. I think we actually go to my turn. That helps an awful lot. Play the land. Crack the lander. Get another land. Puts him up to 4. Through that. Animates that thing. This way I get to exile the one with first strike and block the other one, or they can orbital plunge my guy. Alright, well, that kills one of their guys. Now they just have to attack with both. And I can only kill one of them. Oh, and they actually found a thing, too. Okay. Yep. Alright. Well, I found literally all but 3 of the land from my deck. Most of it in the first 4 turns of the game, so... And then milling 2 land, like, if I won that game, it would have been entirely because of the spaceship. This hand looks terrible, actually. This looks better. Keep the... Like, if this were my actual opening hand, I think I would have no problem winning this game, but since I have to put a card back, I do think I'm still going to lose. If that were my actual original 7 cards, I think I would have won this game. Because I would get to kill, like, their first early creature, and then have the Super Void going. All of my little guys. Nope, you can have a 4-3. I don't care. Because next turn I'm going to strip your hand away, and then I'm going to lay out the Super Void with 3 creatures out. And at that point, attacking me becomes very bad for you, especially if you start playing out more bodies. And especially if I have a lifelink creature out. Alright. Ah, it's Tannic. Yeah, I think I just take 4 here. And now we do this. It's that easy? Alright, so 3 and 2. Get most of my gems back and a few prize packs. Alright. I guess we can do one more just so that I have material for my, YouTube channel. So if you're watching this live, give me a minute, we'll do another one. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.